Hey everybody, and welcome to a urgent market update. Warnings. I gave warnings. Do we need to be scared? What should we be looking for here in the markets? We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about the stock market, the SPY, what my plan is, what I'm doing. Before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people. Flood the comment section before the bots do. I appreciate all of you who do. And of course, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification, and you'll get the daily update. So I've been warning for a number of days now about the Hindenburg omen in the stock market. You can see that when there has been it correctly did detect the 87 and 2008 crashes there, and you can see that bearish is bias. It doesn't always play out, and it doesn't always play out right away, but it does have a bearish bias to it, which means there is a higher probability of some red in the upcoming weeks and months than there is of green, although the last time it fired off was back September 11th, 2024, and it was all green there. And of course, this was the other one. I'll just quickly show for those who've missed my last two shows there. This is the more telling one, though, here, that when only 3 times before in history has this happened before, and all 3 times there were pullbacks or crashes there. They didn't come straight away. This one was a month later. This one was a few months later there. So just something to keep in mind and be aware of in the stock market. I'm also going to talk about some key levels for Bitcoin as well. But let's jump to the SPY first and foremost. And right now in the pre-market, we are below the 9 EMA on the daily. Now, remember I said to you, the important thing, even though we got this red dot, was that we didn't lose the 9 EMA on the daily. Now, this is just in the pre-market. There's been overnight trading, pre-market trading. I want to see what happens and wait when the market opens, and particularly whether we close back above 680 or not. And that will be the first sign of a little bit of weakness there. But the 20 EMA is the big one, because we really haven't seen it go under for very long. In fact, since we broke over the 20 EMA on the daily, the SPY has rarely had a daily close below it, but just recently on that October 10 drop, we did see 4 out of 5 days close below the 20 EMA on the daily, and that almost caused the 9 to cross below the 20. Now, why is this important? Because this entire run up, this entire move has been governed by the 9 EMA and the 20. We've either found support at the 9 or we have found support on the 20. And you'll say, well, we lost support there. Yeah, but on a weekly candle, we didn't. We didn't have that weekly close below. And so the importance is we've never seen that 9 cross below the 20. If the 9 crosses below the 20, then I think we're going to have a little bit more of a pullback there, and we'll be looking to short and inverse ETFs as well to be able to make money to the downside there. So that's the key level for me. Number one, what happens when the market opens? Number two, where does the market close there? Do we get back above this level, or do we continue down and actually close below the 20? And of course, we don't want to see the 9 cross below the 20. We saw what happened when the 9 crossed above the 20. We saw this parabolic move to the upside. We really don't want to see the 9 cross below the 20. Then I think there would be more bearishness there in the market. We did have the tribal trades indicator fire off, but remember I said to you, unless we were to lose the 9 and then obviously the 20, then we wouldn't be looking at opening up. There wouldn't be a big cause for concern. Now, a play that you can take that I gave the last time on October 10th that worked out beautifully well is the VIX play that I did give. It was absolutely superb. And that shot up there. We'll go to the daily in a moment. Let me just show you the play that's there now. And what the VIX is it tracks the volatility index, and you can actually trade this and make money on this. So if you do want to learn more about the VIX, VIX, just do your own research in Google. I don't have time to cover that today. I have covered it in previous episodes here. But what you can see is that in the pre-market, we have had a firm rejection of the 200 EMA on the 4 hour, which is also serves at the 50 EMA on the daily. Now, if there was to be a break and a hold above this level, we're going to push above this order block here, and there can be a trade here, $35.60, any kind of break and hold above this level, and then that can take us up back up to this crucial level here of $37.60. Now that's where we've seen resistance, resistance, resistance. It flipped from resistance to support. It was a bit of a run, but when it came back for a retest, it didn't hold and just collapsed through it back down all the way to the bottom. So this counter trades the stock market. Okay, this counter trades the stock market there. So last time we saw this, the trade that I gave was $37.60. I said any break on there, and I gave the technical target of 42. That played out beautifully. So the first trade, part one of this trade, is there's got to be a break above this 50 EMA on the daily, which is currently sitting at $35.60. When the market opens, that might change. So just check your charts there. And then if we can get back above 37.60, a break and a hold above that, the technical target is back into this $40 to $42 range. Although I would expect a little bit of resistance there at $39.71. We had that 100-day moving average there to contend with there. So there's a couple of plays to help you hedge the market if you've got some stock positions to make some money. If the stock market does continue this correction into the market open and does close, and we start to see multiple days the rest of this week, things start to play a little bit more bearish. This will make you money as the stock market goes down. This can go up there. Okay, let's have a quick look at Bitcoin. And Bitcoin there, I gave the warnings. I've given warning after warning after warning after warning. And listen, I know I'm going to get questions. Oh, I don't know what to do. I still hold some Bitcoin and some alts. And look, the tribal trades indicator said get out. The trend is down. Trade the trend. The trend is your friend until the end, and then it starts a new trend. And then it's like, oh, no, no, no. And then it's like, no, no, it's down. And then another red arrow, it's down. There were 3 opportunities to get out. One as easy as 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Trade the trend. Lower high. Trend is down. Get out. Lower high. Trend is down. Get out. So you can make money on the way down too. You can short the market. And trend trading is the number 1 rule of trading. If you are trading the trend, if the trend is going down, why are you buying a dip that keeps dipping? You should be shorting the market or wait until there's a reversal. Now, fair enough, there's a reversal here. Great. Buy. Goes up, trend reverses, makes a lower high, sell. You get a green arrow? Sure, buy. Trend reverses, only lasted 3 or 4 days, and then to the downside there, okay? So, and as you can see, I gave a head and shoulders pattern. I've given plenty of warnings about this. There's the neckline. Neckline is broken. There is the line in the sand for the bull market, which has historically been whether a confirmation whether the bull market is over. For every cycle for Bitcoin's history, the 50-week moving average, if there is an open and a close. Now, some people, I don't want you to misconstrue this and misunderstand. Let me be very clear. There has to be a weekly open and close. That is the confirmation historically that the bull market is over. We're pretty close. So that means on Sunday, if we're below the 50-week moving average, we have to wait till the following Sunday to see if it's still below the 50-week moving average. Why is the 50-week moving average important? Is because for this entire bull run, since we bottomed out in January of 2023 and went above the 50-week moving average around March of 2023, we've never been below it. We've tagged it. And so if this holds the support, then the bulls will be back in charge. If we can make, obviously we'd need to come back up to confirm that and make a higher high. The bulls will be in charge. The bulls will be in charge there, and then people can say, hey, the cycle top wasn't in October. It's likely going to make a new all-time high, possibly. Those kind of conversations can come back into the frame. But remember, trade the trend. And listen, here's the deal. I don't understand why people keep buying dips that keep dipping. But here's what I'll tell you. The best strategy that I have found personally is trade the trend. What this means is then when the trend flips bearish, I get out, okay? And I short the market. That's number one. Now, if it keeps going down, I'm good because I'm in cash and I'm making money on the way down. All right? If the market flips bullish, I close my shorts, I take my cash and I start buying and I long and I make money on the way up. And if this turns into a super cycle, and if this here turns into holding as support and we go on to make a new all-time high, I'm good. I'm good either way. If we go into a bear market, great. I'm shorting and I'm in cash and I'll buy the bottom of the bear market. I'll make money on the way down. If it's not the end of the bull cycle and it's a super cycle, I'll go great. Absolutely fantastic. I'm jumping in on a trend reversal. And the tribal traits indicator is the master at spotting trend reversals. You just jump in when there is a confirmed trend reversal and then you buy, and then you're not buying a dip that keeps dipping. It kind of tells you when it's at or close to a bottom there, particularly on the daily and the weekly time frames. That's why it's one indicator to rule them all. You can get it as part of the tribal trades Discord. So that's why I'm looking for Bitcoin. It's so simple. If we lose 103K, not just lose it, we can be going down here today. That does not mean that the bull market is over. It means there's a strong chance we need a full weekly open or close below it. But why wait? Why wait when you had Bitcoin 126 to wonder whether there's going to be a full open, weekly open or close? Trade the trend. This is what we teach in the Tribal Trades Discord, to trade the trend. The trend is your friend until the end, and then you start a new trend. Okay, so let's look quickly at altcoins here. Very simply, it's been a bit of a collapse. We've seen the 9 collapse again. Same thing here. There was the peak at 1.77. Down we went. Lower high, lower high, lower lows. The trend is down. Why are you buying altcoin dips? It's just a dip that keeps dipping. You're just trying to catch a falling knife. And I can tell you what, I have been tagging and saving every permeable post out there that has incorrectly been telling people to buy these dips all the way down there. And let's see if they delete those posts. And at some point, I'm going to start sharing some of these posts here, because there's a whole bunch of people that I think some people should unfollow that have been giving very, very poor guidance. And here's the deal. I'm not giving any kind of guidance at all, except of what I do, which is trend trading. Trade the trend. If the trend is down, short, make money on the way down. If the trend is up, long, make money on the way up. And, and if the trend is down and shorting, don't be holding your positions all the way to the bottom. That doesn't make sense to me. You'll be in loss and you won't have the money to buy the bottom, or you won't have as much money to buy the bottom, because I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? Okay. How can you not be entertained by this market? Particularly the stock market, which has been absolutely incredible. And speaking of entertainment, I love reading this. William T here, I believe he's fairly new to the Discord, made $2,000 on the TWLO from April's analysis. This was yesterday. April is the I should say one. We have one crown trader here. We are going to be adding more crown traders over time, but April is an incredible trader. And she's an incredible human being as well. If you know her and you're in the Discord, you know absolutely that she is. And she gives incredible plays in her own channel. And look at this coming in. If William is participating in the 1K per day challenge, which I'm pretty sure that he is, he's already up well on that at $2,000 a day. It's absolutely possible to make $1,000 per day. Many people now are making that. Look, that's $20,000 a month if you're just trading stocks, and about $30,000 a month if you're trading stocks and crypto. This is life transformational stuff here, and we have that $1,000 per day challenge in the Tribal Trades Discord. There it is there. I'm hoping that everybody is participating. We will always be running it. Now, I don't suggest people start off to try and get to 1K per day as soon as they came in, although some people seem to be able to do it there. But I always talk about, hey, start with $50 a day, start with $100 a day, work your way up to that $1,000 per day there. And so we have seen a little bit of a pullback in the stocks and in Bitcoin. And of course, then we look to pivot to shorts. We start to pivot to shorts, okay? And this is where in the Tribal Trades Discord, I show and teach how to make money on the way down with both crypto and stocks. So no matter what direction the market is going, you can be making money. You can still make your 1K per day, even if the market is going down. If it's going sideways in range trading in a range, yes, teach how to make money. And then, of course, if it's going up, show how to make money. So no matter what the market is doing, at the click of a button, wherever you are, wherever you have internet connection, your phone, your computer, your iPad, your tablet, you can be making generational wealth. You can be making life transformational wealth there in the Tribal Trades Discord. And of course, you get the Tribal Trades Indicator as part of the Tribal Trades Discord there. There's the Tribal Trades Indicator there with all the details. And, you know, the Palantir play, absolutely incredible. I gave this play at $31.11, and this rocket ship pass. I had the original target of $37 to $38, and then I gave further updates there actually of $40 and then 42. And let's see where that ended up last night. The PTIR, which is a 2x leverage of Palantir, by the way, and I do give targets for the regular stocks. And so this one, we have to go to the 12-hour time frame to see. This one went all the way up to 46. And you look, I'm not expecting. Look, there's the Fibonacci level there, 46, absolutely crushed. I did have a technical target actually up to 52. It didn't get there. And look, it doesn't always make my technical targets, but who knows? Maybe it will. Maybe this is just a momentary pullback. But I think the main point is that if you got the trade at 31, look, whether you get out at 46 or 45, 43, 40, it doesn't matter on this wick. Look, I'd be happy just getting out at $40 from 31 to 40 there on that play. Huge swing to the upside there. And then also those who took the Palantir play on that one. So how can you join the Tribal Trades Discord? Well, there is a wait list below in the description of this video. You might need to click the more button. That will pop out. And the Discord is going to open this month. And very important that if you're interested or thinking of joining or want to join, to get on the wait list sooner rather than later. Why? Because the price of the Discord, when it reopens, is going up. And so if you get on the wait list now, guess what? You get locked in, grandfathered in until January 2028. That's over 2 years. You're locked in, grandfathered into the special VIP all access gold grandfathered in price that you see on the screen. When you click on the waitlist link, you'll see that price. That's the price. And you'll get that, and you are locked in on that as long as, of course, you stay in the Discord, and that will never be repeated again. This price is forever going away when the Discord reopens, and only these people who get on the waitlist before it reopens, or those who are currently in the Tribal Trades Discord, will ever have that price again. And so that's very, very important there. Now, when you do sign up on the waitlist, it will ask you for your payment details, but you're not going to get charged a single penny until you actually get moved from the waitlist to the Tribal Trades Discord. So not going to get charged a single penny there. It's just to reserve your spot on the waitlist there. And of course, the other reason to get on the Tribal Trades Discord waitlist is you're higher up on the list. You'll get access to these plays and this education and this resources, just tons of education here. The Tribal Trade System, a system that I have used and has worked incredibly well for me and others who have learned it in the Tribal Trades Discord there. You get the whole Tribal Trades trading system, all the live sessions with me, all this wonderful content here, and we keep adding to it also as well to improve. And then, of course, if you join up and for some reason you can't make it work, your schedule doesn't allow it, it's not for you, we wish you the best, because there's absolutely no lock-in whatsoever. It's a month-to-month membership. And of course, I just know that when you come into the Tribal Trades Discord and you see the kind of life transformational gains that people are making here and the kind of wonderful community, I call it the Tribal Trades family, you're just not going to want to leave. Well, that's all we have time for today. So until the next episode or until I see you on the Discord, happy trading.